Hello out there in computer land. Um, to the 10 people who watch and like badassery. This isn't like a making, or it's not like a tutorial video. This is just kind of me working, because to actually do a tutorial, I have to change my screen layout, and I can't really work like that because I use two monitors. So I was like, maybe some people want to watch me work and see how I do this. So before I just go into work and talk at the same time, I want to show you what I'm doing. So I'm working off my crappy storyboards, which you can see a picture of now. I actually have them in my physical sketchbook. Since this isn't a serious project, I just do them in here, not on dedicated worksheets. So I already did these 26 shots, and what I'm going to be doing now is this page of shots for episode 6, which is called Not Sorry. And then I'll have these to do tomorrow. But so my shots are based off of my storyboard. And so what I did too is that I recorded the dialogue, or broke up the dialogue per shot. So I have audio files for every line that will be a shot. So I'll just show you that real quick so you can see what I'm doing here. Let's go to my badassery folder, to sorry, and where are my lines? So these are the separate lines. If they will please preview.
You hear me calling you, motherfucker? When you hear me calling you, I'm telling. I don't even care and shit. No.
So these are the separate lines that you'll see me loading into Cinema 4D to load up the dialogue, so I can animate to it. So let's get to it. So I already loaded some audio in. You can see it here. Right click. Okay, I'll stop tutorial and I'll start working and talking. So this is the line.
Do you love men?
Oops.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
So on this line, in this shot, he says this, and then Opera 69 punches him in the face. So you can see this kid's already moving, and the way I did that is I just put vibrate tags on his IK controllers. So there's one on his neck, and then another one on his root IK controller. So that's why he's moving. And then this is a formula deformer on his cape. So we have some stuff. And so with this one, I have to be with, I want it to be in this framing after because he's going to get punched, but I guess I could start it with the camera on this kid. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to create a new camera. I'm going to call this kid camera. I know you can't see this because it's off screen. Then I'm going to make a stage object so I can switch between cameras. And let's go to the kid camera and show you his horrible, horrible face. Okay. So, because I figure I'll have his line. This is standard shot, reverse shot stuff I'm doing for the setup. And then I'll go to the wide shot when he punches in the face. And I usually always do the camera animation first.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
And then we'll switch to the other camera so he can get punched in the face. Yeah, and I always do the camera animation first, because if you don't do that, you might animate a character and they're not even on screen. So yeah.
Do you love me?
So I'll just go through and really fast do his crappy lip sync. So I'm using a morph controller on this null that just controls 4 different morphs. Do you? And I'm just doing this as basic as you can. Sometimes I just even don't even do this by hand. I just copy and paste keyframes that are already there from previous shots, like opening and closing the mouth, kind of like a Muppet or something. Because obviously the artistry or the technique isn't the focus of badassery. It's just the story or whatever's going on. Close, open. So as you can see, I'm doing this super rough.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
So yeah, it's not perfect, but I don't care. And then we'll just add some random neck stuff. Do 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 do. Okay.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
So I'm just kind of doing this at random, and I guess there's, you know, when you animate a lot, you kind of learn certain timing patterns or something, and so I guess I'm doing this based on those patterns too.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
So his head kind of dips somewhere in there, so you can't see his eyes. So let's go to that key, bring it up.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
Oh, and this button right here, it's rewind and play. This was made by the awesome Brian Horgan, who's one of the Cinema 4D character animators out there sharing stuff, so you can go get that from his site. Okay.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
Now, for the comedy here, I just want him to kind of look away at first. So he'll be looking at him. And let's see. So he has his paper in this hand, so he's going to have to punch him with this one. So let's see. Let's have him look away like this, since that's away from the camera. And then maybe we'll have him turn around all super exaggerated. But that's way too fast. So let's duplicate that key. And that's too slow. Now I should probably do the hips first, because that's what's going to lead in his punch, but you know, when I'm working on this crap, I kind of really don't care. So I do stuff wrong, but then it's just stupid comedy, so you don't care either. Unless you're some animator geek or something. It's like, that's wrong, black. But yeah, whatever. It's just stupid comedy. So there's his little hip turn. And then we're going to do it super fast. Let's do it in 3 frames. And let's go into a different view. Let it load this crap into the graphics memory. Yeah, come on. And I probably should have made the building invisible, so it would be easier to work with. Actually, let's do that. And turn off automatic keyframing, otherwise it'll automate the and there's all these goddamn paintings too. It'll, like, you know, make it animated. It'll animate the visibility, which I'm not looking to do. So let's see what we have here. Okay, he has a... It's not perfect, but badassery is not about perfection. It's about crap. Okay, let's just give him a little twist there. Fucking window. Get off me. Okay. And that's how balanced and calm I am when I'm always working. Oops. Don't want to get all crazy with gimbal locking. That. Take his hand. And actually, when you're doing a punch, you usually... Well, I don't like using IK. So I'm going to go here and turn the IK off. Then key the arm. Okay. So now I have this dude. Yeah, punching and sword stuff is really hard to do with IK. I found. And I'm not that good, so it might just be that I suck. And I'm okay with that, because, you know, I'm all about my ideas, not my animation. Okay. Let's pull his arm back for a punch. Let's actually exaggerate it a lot, so let's see what's the camera seeing. Yeah, and that's actually a good thing too, like, you know, if you're animating, always make sure you animate to the camera. Let's see. Looks like there's something wrong with him here. Okay, maybe I spawned him too much. But he is a block, so. And a good thing to do in punching, I found, is to take the other arm and, like, put it out. Like that. We can even move his little leg solvers. I mean, I don't have to do this, but I'm just, you know. Let's see. Okay, so I can already see that I want it to freeze there. So I'm going to go into the timeline that I made a script shortcut so that it lists all the keys, like all the animated stuff, and then isolates them. Then I probably should show you this, but I don't want to screw up my whole layout. Okay, I'll just show you. So the sweet thing about Cinema 4D, or one of them with animation, is that it has like the summary track. So these are the keys for that turn, right? So you can just get the summary track like this, like that, and then see it has this little thing so you can speed stuff up or slow it down. So I can just go like that, and then now, but actually I want to hold it right there, or right there. So I'm going to move these over, and then I'm just going to duplicate this one to like that, so it'll act like a hold. And if it doesn't, I can mess with the interpolation. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, let me go dock this back on my layout. So yeah, the summary track things are really good. Okay, and it's good to make the sound effects I'm making too. So remember to do that. So we want to spin. Okay, he's gonna look at the kid when he punches him in the face. Where are we with the hips? Is that good for a punch? Can he even reach him? I don't know. Maybe he'll give him an open hand slap punch. Oh, he can't really reach him, or barely. So he's gonna have to lean forward even more. And go like that. Okay, that's enough. So what do we have? We have, okay. Then let's give him some bend. And let's have him look at the kid. Okay. And we'll go about here and get a little follow through. Again, my rotation's like a nightmare because I just don't care what I'm doing. Then let's go like this, and then maybe, oops, not that way. Oh, I'm animating the camera, don't do that. I should be using animation selections so it doesn't animate the camera, but with this I'm just too lazy and I don't really care. So I'm just doing it rough. About like that. Okay, let's see how that looks. Looks like he broke his elbow. So we're getting some weird rotation stuff here. And something else you can do is just try screwing around with the different interpolation methods. So if stuff's getting all weird with using the spline or linear or whatever, then you can just change it to step. It fits the style of this, doesn't fit the style of everything. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's go linear. Still breaks his arm. There's just too many keys in there. So it's doing strange things. Still breaking his goddamn arm. Stop breaking your arm. Where is the arm break? Right here? Is it even this joint? I don't know. You, stop doing that. Trippy. Sometimes, yeah, there's mysterious things that go on. Oh, I see. It's too many keys in here. Delete you. Oh, weird. This is getting... I'm gonna look at the F curves. Okay, excuse me while I look at the F curves. I'm looking at the F curves. Stop. Stop. That's fine, I don't care. Stop your bad F curving. And then we can just zero this out. I think. Ooh, and zero the hip out. And bring its head back. And this arm, something. And this hand. And this. Go over there. So this is probably not the way anyone should animate. Because, I guess it's just too rough or messed up or something. But for this crappy series, it totally fits. Because my goal is to get the point across. It's like, okay, punch him in the face. That's all I want you to know.
Do you love men? Like, more than friends?
So, where his head goes kind of provides a lot of the comedy or whatever. So, his neck looks all weird there. So, I want to start him looking at the kid. And this arm is over there. I don't know why. Okay, so we have the punch, and then actually, since we see this arc, what the hell is going on here? What is this hand doing? It's doing bad things. This hand is a bad man. Okay, that's better. Let's put the kid closer. So the kid is like, okay, turn off my auto keyframing. Let's get the kid. Put him right there. Yeah. So he's gonna get punched in the face.
Do you love me?
But then I'll have to adjust my cameras, which is fine, and you'll get to hear the line, "Do you love men?" in a more than friends way again and again and again. Okay, that's the kid camera, and then let's adjust this camera, which is now animated, so screw you, and let's go like this. I think this might be better for him to be punched in the face, and I actually might want to, what is it, 24, let's go with the 15. This will exaggerate the punch too. Okay, so then the thing left to do to make this shot work is to key the kid. Let's key all this stuff in his head. So then he's gonna go, ah! And he's gonna throw his hand up. Ah! Ah! And bring the kid down some more. Ah! Maybe throw his arms back. Bring his hips down a little bit. Without that crazy popping or whatever the hell that was. Okay, then get off screen. Let's see. How about, let's leave his hands through, because that looks kind of funny. Bring his hand out, kind of frame it like that. Get this hand, and this one, and then, yeah, let's pull him through. So now we have... So now we have the kid getting punched in the face. Okay, let's see. We got him. So this shot is pretty much finished for, the time, about 20 minutes or something. For like, this would be like an action shot in this. How about let's just make his mouth open for if anybody sees this one frame, they'll be like, ah. And then let's give him, let's make Operative 6-9 look down at him, but we're gonna have to space that out. Let's see. Yeah, then get rid of this keyframe that's on the end, so we'll look at him. So this shot for what I'm doing here, and normally I would make these lights invisible because that's annoying.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
Okay. And then I would go and make sure that the lighting was okay. And the lighting that I'm doing in these episodes is just so you can see what's happening. So I use the minimum number of lights, and it's not like artistic lighting or whatever. We can see that this is not lighting the scene, so let's go turn the lights back on. And I'm just, usually I don't use Omni lights, but for this I use Omni lights just because they're faster. But I normally don't like using them because they take longer to render and they're harder to control. So okay, you can see him, which is the goal. And let's see what these guys look like. That's a little too dark on this side, so let's move this one closer. Yeah, you can see what's happening, so that's all I really care about. So this shot would be done, and in my render settings, I have Badassery render settings, and it's just pretty much the default Cinema 4D render settings, except I just have anti-aliasing turned off. So that's how I do that, and it renders really fast because this is pretty much, you know, what it's going to look like. So that's even a long time for these shots. Most of them take like 1 second. So that is how I do Badassery one shot.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
So then I keep all of my shots in the content browser, which I'll pull off so I can show you. So then just like my storyboard over here, or where was it? Where was my storyboard? Let's get it. Okay, so just like my storyboards, I have like a post storyboard that I use Adobe Bridge for. So, you know, here's what they were supposed to be, or, you know, what was the previous shots. And then I have the actual shots here, the Cinema 4D files, you know, in preview mode, so I can see what this stuff is. So then what I do is that I look at the shots that I have to do, like 27 is what I just did. Then I look at 28. Okay, what's this? This is the single shot of Operative 6-9. Looking at the camera. So then what I'll usually do, is how I do it so fast, I go look for a shot that I've already done that has a similar framing, and I'll just open that one and modify the animation and the lip sync. But, you know, all the other stuff is pretty much set up. So for this one, I'm looking at, let's look at this shot again, and it's supposed to go from him to him. So I'm going to look at this because even though this is like a crap thing I'm doing really fast, I generally don't like jump cuts like that unless there's a good reason.
Do you love men? Like more than friends?
So it's supposed to go to a shot of him singing with a flashlight like in Blue Velvet. So let's see. Okay. We're on him. Now I could just continue it in this shot, like make it longer and add the stuff, but I made the line as a separate file, and I don't feel like messing with that. So instead, this is how I do it. Let's just go 28. And I don't need the kid. Let's make him invisible. So I'll just do like some camera trick. I'm going to delete the animation from these cameras and turn that off so we stay in this camera. And then I want to, let's go back to the first frame, and I'm going to delete all the animation from him. And I have another script that I made that deletes all the animation from characters. So I just click on them and press Shift Delete, and it deletes all their keyframes. So they're back like this. What's that? That kid's hands? I'm going to delete you, kid, because something had its visibility on. So with this one, I'm gonna load in the audio file for this shot. So I just add a special. I know you can't see this, but you just add a special track. And there's audio. So here's all our audio: 28, 360 frames. Do that. Look at it.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh.
Okay. Great normal family entertainment. So let's start, since this is kind of a wacky looking set, let's start on this pattern or something. Let's key the camera, and then let's just have some kind of crazy wide shot that we're gonna do. And so it'd be like,
go to sleep.
now I need to get that flashlight, because this is kind of I'm doing like a homage scene to Blue Velvet, so I need to go look at some reference and model that real quick. So be right back. Okay, so I modeled that light real quick, except for the hook. Oops, I forgot the hook. Who cares? So
go to sleep.
Now we have the light. So now this is kind of like I guess it's kind of like a musical dance scene, something like that. So where do we want to be? Let's see. We want to be down below, I'm thinking. But we want him kind of bending over like that, because he's like, I want it to be like he's singing to the kid, to make it as, you know, bizarre and messed up as possible, because that's how my mind works.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay, and then we can kind of have the camera float up over here, maybe, and then come back over here. And then I'm gonna rip the roof off because a giant bear robot is gonna tear it off. So I kind of want to get, you know, some of the ceiling, so we'll be able to see that the roof is gone. So let's check this.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh.
Okay. So you can see that the camera overshoots him at the beginning. So I'm gonna go mess with the F curves. You F curve, stop doing that. Or actually, yeah, I can mess with the F curves, or I can just actually go in here and reposition the camera.
Go to sleep.
Whoa, what was that bounce? Oh, okay.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all.
That's a little too fast, so I'm gonna space these out. Grab you, come on. Go like that. That.
Alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh.
Okay, sorry for subjecting you to this horrible dialogue over and over.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright.
So let's go ahead and do his lip sync. Or if this is lip sync, I don't know, whatever it is. Muppet mouthing maybe. And you know, I'm using the roughness, I mean the rough style that I'm doing this as part of the comedy, you know, that works with animation because it's supposed to be badass and like, you know, action movie with special effects and all that crap, but you know, it looks terrible, so
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright.
that's actually way more terrible than usual. So let's see.
Go to sleep. Everything is alright.
Right.
Alright.
And then let's see, let's just copy these keyframes and see what happens.
I close my eyes.
Close enough. Let's copy him again.
And my balls start to hurt.
That's pain, so he's gonna be like, oh. Okay. So for crappy lip sync, I think we're good.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
No, let's do his neck. And I think this is backwards. Like, I think you're supposed to do the hips first and everything else, but I don't know. It's kind of the way I do it. I do the hips, you know, for action shots, I do the hips first. But, for this kind of crap, I don't know. Seems like, since I guess it's dialogue driven or something. Actually, I don't even know. Oops. So I just do a lot of this kind of on instinct, I guess. Or should his head go back? He's in pain. Yeah, it should go back. And then maybe he'll fall down or something.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh.
Then for the hips, I'm gonna use Cinema 40's secret weapon.
Go to sleep. Everything is alright.
So starting here, I'm gonna go up to this window and use the cappuccino, which is Cinema 4D's like mouse motion capture system, because I just want his hips to sway the music, so I'm just gonna do it like this, and it makes it actually creepier looking too. Oops, I messed it up. Undo. I thought his pain came sooner than it did. So now we have this.
I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh.
Okay, so now what we have here is...
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright. I close my eyes.
So I'm gonna go and add keys on the hips before, but I just want to get, you know, do this old dance part first. So all I'm gonna do is have him shift his neck joint or whatever, his neck IK controller. Or what is it? Yeah, I guess it's the top of the spine. It's not really his neck. And go that way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way. Oh, but now he's in pain, so let's go here, maybe have him come up, or he'll be up here, and then we'll have him like he's doubling over here and here. Okay, so then let's go animate his hips here.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Sleep. Everything is all right.
Okay, let's see.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all right.
But I wanted to move on that first go to sleep too.
Go to sleep.
So,
Sleep.
so let's have him here and then go. Let's go there.
Go to sleep. Everything. Go to sleep.
Let's just move those keys because they're late.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all right.
Oh, weird IK pop. Why are you popping on me?
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Get over here. And if it looks like I'm moving these keys and doing this stuff arbitrarily, I am. I pretty much just like move stuff around and, you know, if it looks really, really terrible, I fix it, but I just keep doing it.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all right.
And let's fix his arm, 'cause it's supposed to be like on his hip. And let's just key those.
Everything is all right.
Because he's a boss, so he has his hand on his hip, you know. But then, well, it's like, oh, he's in pain, so, oh, let's awkwardly throw his arm up, oh, like he's doing the robot, like he's pop locking. Let's go over here. I don't have to have him in FK mode, but it was there, and I'm just gonna go with it, cause you know. And I usually do this a lot faster, but since I'm explaining it to you, I'm talking.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all right.
He has to showcase the light. Oops. So you know he's singing into it. Get the light down there.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all right. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt.
So let's see. You know, he's in pain or something, so he should be kind of out of control. So this one's almost, let's see.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is all right. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt.
You know what? I changed my mind. I don't like what this is doing with the FK, so I'm gonna switch to IK so I can animate his hand. So let's go move the solver back here somewhere where it'll be more in a more sane place to do this kind of animation. And no, your arm shouldn't be there.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Actually, delete you. Maybe I'll put a gun in his hand. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Actually, here's his guns. His guns are right here. So let's get this Glock. Click on his hand, use this cactus stand transfer tool that I bought, so it just moves stuff to the position of other stuff. Oh, but it actually modified the scale too, so now he has a little tiny gun. So let's scale it up and maneuver it roughly into position, because badassery is all about roughly, you know, it's rough, man. Okay, there, and then it didn't actually move it into the hierarchy. It can do that, but I don't have it the setup like that, so let's add his left hand. So I'm just gonna get the Glock and put it into his left hand. I know you cannot see it, but now it's parented to his left hand. Okay. So how about he throws his gun in the air, or something like that. Let's see. Like if he's waving his gun around. And it's usually hit and miss when you're doing this kind of stuff in the hands in IK, but and then we're gonna go because he's in pain because of the giant bear holding the giant magnet that's gonna be in the scene or the next shot.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright.
No, it was okay, except there was that pop, so I'm gonna get rid of the first keyframe.
Go to sleep.
Actually, that's kind of cool.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright. I close.
But when he goes right, I want his hand to sweep across now. So let's take this key and then get his hand and have it and have it come. I'm gonna have to animate that too. So FK might have worked better here, but I am not in FK mode. So that's good there. But don't go through his head. Don't do that. See, this is where FK can make you crazy. I mean, IK can make you crazy. I'm so crazy, I forgot the difference.
Everything is alright. I close.
See, I just wanted that little movement.
Everything is alright.
Except I don't like how his elbows up there look like he's doing Muay Thai techniques.
Everything is alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh.
Okay, I'd say that animation is okay now.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright.
Now I just want to mod the camera, move a little bit. And I don't usually spend this much time. I don't. I'm just doing this for you. So let's do something to accentuate this cheesy move. Somebody goes, alright. Let's go like that. Hey, I forgot to turn on auto keyframing. Okay, let's go like this. Yeah, he looks like a smooth guy now.
It's alright. I close my everything is alright. I close my
Okay, but now we can't see him. Let's do that. Can't see him either.
and my balls start to everything is alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt.
Now it's gonna look a little chaotic, but it can be chaotic because he's in pain, right? Perfect. Get out of here, goddamn lights.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Everything is alright. I close my eyes and my balls start to hurt. Oh. Go to sleep.
So then I'm gonna rip the roof off so you see the giant robot thing bear with the magnet. But for now, I think this shot is good. So let's turn this stuff back on. Let's see what he looks like. I made the room darker so that this thing would like light him up, you know? Okay, if this looks good, then yes, that's pretty creepy, right? Or how about he'll take his glasses off right here. So whenever I do this, he's not even actually taking his glasses off. I'm just animating the visibility so they turn on and off. So let's say visible in editor and render on right here. And then see how you can't see him there. So that'd be a perfect place to make him turn off.
I close my eyes.
And then, you know, now we have his more intense, terrifying, freaky eyeballs staring at us. So, a man holding a Glock and his gun. I'd say it's right about how it should be. But then I forgot when I first made his file. I forgot to add luminance to the eyeball so they glow. So if I grab that old project, that old model, I always have to do this, which is a biatch, but it's better than having you not see his eyeballs that well. So now they just pop out more. But I should have done that a while back, and I didn't. But yeah. So we save that. Can go cross it out on our storyboard. Oops. Let's reopen the content browser and dock it over here where it should be. Or, sorry, you can't see that. Sorry. So let's move on. Working with M. Strange on Badassery. So this is gonna be a shot. Oh, this is a challenge shot. Oh, here's the little light thing I modeled. Cheaper. Let's save it. Light thing, but let's do it in here. Close you. Okay, so now this one, we're gonna see a giant bear robot rip the roof off of this place. So I have to show his house, so I'm gonna go grab a previous shot, shot number 15, which showed his house. Shows this guy running away from his house after putting something under his door. So get rid of all the stuff we don't need. Don't need that guy anymore. We don't need the model in the house. Camera is not animated. Okay, good. So I'm gonna have a giant bear robot tear the roof off this house. He's gonna tear the roof off, man. Okay. Actually, our giant bear robot might be way too big, but as always, we can scale him down. So let's go grab the super high-tech model of the giant bear robot that I spent like weeks on in ZBrush and Mudbox and every Modo and Silo and all these super fancy modeling programs to make this super pro model. Yeah. Let's open our file with our cast of characters. Here. Come on. Fill up your graphics memory. Where's our super bear? Oh, there he is. Check that out. Check him out. Look at him. He's like a Tron bear. Yeah, with his magnetic staff. He'll fuck you up. Okay, our bear bot. So I'm just going to copy him. Paste him into this scene. Let's see how big he is. Oh, he's not that big here. we need him to be bigger because he has to tear the roof off this place. Or actually, he might be about the right size. Let's make him a little bigger. And notice I'm using the object tool, not the model tool. That seems about right. Yeah. Okay, let's spin our bear bot around. Go on the top view. Where should he be ripping the roof off from? Here. Dun dun. Dun dun. I could, let's see, the shot. Let's look at our storyboard. If you can see it. The shot is this one. It's really hard to see. So he's supposed to tear the roof off and put his magnet inside his staff. So if we were really cheap, we would just do it so you see his arm. Like you don't even see his body, so I just animate his arm. Something like this maybe. Did I just admit that I was cheap? Yes, I'm cheap. But let's see. First, let's like try to like maneuver his staff to see where it needs to be. Maybe we should move the staff like this, like that. Okay, so maybe he'll hold it over the house like this. Something like that. Like that. Because he's going to pull up operative 6-9. So let's just mess with his pose first. Before we, you know, have him tear the roof off or whatever. And I assume he'll just go like roar and like throw it off. So I'm just doing this so I can get an idea for the angle I want to use. But actually, he's a giant bear, right? So then we would want a low angle. Yeah, what was I thinking? See, sometimes you get in a mode where you're just like, I need to show what's going on in this shot. There's a bear tearing the roof off and there's people inside. But for the effect of like a giant bear, that's a crappy shot selection. So something like this is a lot better because you see how big he is in comparison to the house. So let's see, I could just go like, let's take his staff. Actually, let's hold his staff up. Like that. I know it looks really awkward. It's because he was so fancily modeled. Okay, bear staff guy. That doesn't look bad. So let's make it seem like he's tearing this off. So let's go ahead and key all his shit. Let's grab his hand and like go and then put it down, but not through the roof, because it's gonna be pretty fast. And he's big, so then it should be slower. Let's just go like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. And let's have him do some movement like that. Let's have him go like this, and down a little more, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go raw with some twist on it. Not much though, since he's so strong. You know, it wouldn't make him move that much. Maybe back a little bit, and then back to where he was. Can just zero it out, just so we know. Bring this back to. Oops. Come on, go down. How you looking? me bring his arm back. Like this. Come on, look bigger and scarier and meaner. Roar. And then, oops, not you. And then he'll like put his magnetic staff in there. His magnetic staff infection. Let's see. Roar. Okay. Not bad. Except this would move slower. And I presume that's where we would do a twist. So that it would look like it's actually going in there. See how that looks. Okay. It'd be like this. Maybe move these a little bit. And then, I mean, you would offset these in the F curves or something so he's not moving all at once. But then he is supposed to be a Barabot, so I don't know. Would you do it all at once? It's up to you. But I'm just badly using the principles of animation roughly. Let's see. Okay. And then that could be that shot. I just see we just need his head to do a little more. To maybe turn up. And then come back down. And actually we can make him roar too. How about that? 'Cause I do believe. Oh, didn't I? No? Maybe it's up and down. What the hell? I thought I set his head up to roar. No morph tags. Yes. Bear. Oh, it's only this one controller. Rah, rah, rah. Okay. So then he would roar when he's doing this. Rah. Let's turn this back on. And then maybe have him roar again. Roar. Roar. Let's see. Roar, roar, roar. That looked bad. Come on, roar. Roar, Bearhead. Roar. Rah. There we go. Okay, he needs more movement in his core. Okay, and he's holding his magnetic wand. Okay. He looks like he's trying to mess with someone in there. So now the last thing to do is tear the roof off, which hopefully is a separate object. Yes, it is. And then we're going to look at where it's going to be torn from, which is there. So let's move its axis there. So when I animate it coming off, it looks a little bit better. Building, okay, that's the roof. So, actually, I don't have to do this, but I'm just kind of crazy sometimes. So I don't want the hand coming through the roof. Stop that. Even for one frame, M. Even though this is crap, yes, sometimes there's some things I can't stand for. Okay, so let's take this roof, and then let's pretend like he stuck his claw in it. Yeah, there we go. Like that. So then, let's see, it's going to be like, do that stupid refresh bug to me. How could it happen that his claw is there and the roof is here? That seems impossible. It's animation. The impossible happens all the time. Okay, let's see. Whoosh. Okay, see, and the roof is gone. Let's make sure it's gone. Get out of here. Yeah, that's what I thought, roof. So, raw. And actually, before the roof comes off, we could do some little. Actually, you know what? Here, I'll show you a cheat. Who am I talking to? There's no one here. What the hell? Yes, I wanted to add a vibrate tag. So I want to add a vibrate tag with really small. Oh, my computer fucks up sometimes. With really small movement, so that. But I'm only gonna have it turned on when his hand goes in there like that. So it's gonna be off and then on. So it's like he's messing with it. Let's see that. So it's just a little something. Could have went in there and manually added the keys, but it's easier to do like that. Hey computer, what are you doing? Stop that. Okay. And the only thing I'm tripping off now is this. What the hell's... Oh, he doesn't have a thumb. Okay, that's why it looks like that. But maybe we want to see his staff a little better. So how about let's do this and that. And make sure the keyframing's turned on. So maybe for that little moment you'll see it. And be like, that's a magnet. That is pulling out his balls. And let's just add a little camera move coming in. Like, this is important. Raw. And then knowing that I add this post effect, a lens distortion that crops a little bit, let's give it some more room. Okay, now we have our super bear. Now let's do a render to see how it looks. Come on, don't act like you're gonna take forever. There's nothing in this scene. Whoa, look at him. He's so high-tech and awesome. Okay, now my computer's tripping for some reason. We don't need these lights. We need other lights. Yeah, let's disable those. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. I'm always hiding things from you, aren't I? I'm sorry, I just have my secrets. Oh, yeah, like I said, I couldn't do this all on one screen, or it would drive me nuts, and I'm actually doing these shots like this is actual work, so if you want to pay me to do straight up tutorials or something, I will do that and change my layout and not, you know, work slower, but for now, it is how it is. Okay, let's make the light whiter. Where the fuck did the cone go? I don't know. Turn lights back on. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going a little crazy there. Okay, let's go back. This cone can be a little bit bigger like that. And come out. And let's add another light. These are actually pretty bright. Like that. Go back here, look through that one, spin around. Frame him here. Let's see how that looks. Okay. I just want to add some light there. Let's get another blue one. Switch to it. And how will we do this? Since there's a building in the way, is that building on its own? Hello. No, it's part of all the buildings. Okay, who cares? So we just go exclude you buildings, no one likes you. Leave the premises. So now I can light this side through the building, but the building will not be eating up our light or blocking it. Just the bear will be. So, but then I want to light this too. Sometimes, I mean, I could add an Omni. Actually, nah, I'll just do a spot. Where's my cone? Hey, okay, there we go. But let's check it out. That's gonna blast it way too hard. You want it like that. This is good. Okay, good. We see that it's a house. We see that there's a giant bear robot. And we see that he rips off the roof. That's what we wanted to accomplish. And he has his staff thing. So that's that shot. I think I'm gonna restart my computer because it's acting real weird. So if we go in here, just so I can show you before I turn this off. Shot. So then, you know, we have our, hey, where's that shot I just did? Where did you save yourself? Oh no, I wasn't thinking and I overwrote that shot. Ugh. Well, good thing I already rendered it. So that's not what you don't want to do. So I opened shot 15 and I should have saved it as 29, but probably since I'm talking I wasn't thinking and I overwrote it, but it's already rendered out. That shot is lost forever. Okay, so that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna turn this thing off because it's making me make mistakes. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this and look forward to the next episode of Badassery. Okay, bye.
To hurt